So this woman's 5-year-old is being targeted in a lawsuit for touching a tree by the homeowners association.
I know everyone is saying to fight, but I can't express to you how tired my soul is. I just want to start by saying that I know that I'm Black. And I know a lot of you are going to say that Black people don't belong in HOA communities. I haven't slept in days. At least not well. Today is October 2nd, 2025, and I have 12 days to respond. If you're new here, my name is Ariel. I bought my first home as a single mother of 5, and my HOA as of today is seeking to start legal action against my 5-year-old for touching a tree and touching a rock. They listed him under Article 7, Section 8 of the HOA and listed him to the neighborhood as a public annoyance and public nuisance to the neighborhood. So maybe call me ignorant or maybe call me naive, but I have never experienced such hatred and isolation over a child in a community. List him as a public annoyance and nuisance when in Article 7 is usually reserved for loud parties, out of control noise complaints, or excessive parking. Not a human, not a child, for touching a tree. The head of my HOA is the only lady who is seeking this complaint. She is the only person who is recording my child every day at his public bus stop. There is no damage to the tree, nor is he on video or record throwing a rock. She does have video of him touching the branches of the tree. She wakes up every morning at 7:30 a.m. with no children, records my child at a public bus stop for Orange County Public Schools from inside her home window. I know everyone is saying to fight, but I hope you all understand how exhausted my soul is. On Sunday, I walked my 5-year-old son to 63 houses. We walked with flowers to 63 houses in my neighborhood to show them the lawsuit that our HOA money is being used to pursue on a 5-year-old.
You heard it just like I did. Like, not only are they making constant complaints that are stupid, but they are suing over this.
And to ask them, A, is my son Owen a public nuisance? B, no, Owen is not a public nuisance. Or C, I do not know who Owen is. So I felt like if the neighborhood was going to list my child as a public nuisance or public annoyance to the area, I might as well ask them as the mother, what did my son do? I don't know how any of this is going to go. So I have a meeting today with my real estate agent to see how much money I would lose, how much I would fall behind if I list my house on the market and just get out. It was so embarrassing walking my child to every door. I'm going to read my policy, CCRS. I'm going to read the bylaws, the HOA guidelines for my area, how the board works, rules and regulations that you have to use before pursuing legal action against the homeowner. And I'm going to find out how she is able to do this off of one voice.
Listen, I know some people are like, just move, get out the folks' neighborhood and move somewhere where we more welcome. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where the skin color it looks like ours. But listen, she just bought this home. As a matter of fact, she bought a home. So it's not like she's just in an apartment, right? And even if she wants to put the house back on the market and sell it, you kind of have to do it in a hurry because this lady keeps constantly harassing her child. And then it's like, you know, first, who wants to be ran away from their home, a home that they bought that they're happy with and this, that, and the other? Because one lady is out of her rabbit mind. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you want to stand your ground, but at the same time, I can hear in her voice the exhaustion. Like, the literal exhaustion can be heard in her voice as she is speaking from dealing with this every day. You know, people will wear you down. They'll wear your spirit down. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's just like whatever, man. Like, but at the same time, it's like, even if she is feeling like whatever, I just want to get away from here. They obviously don't want me here, or that lady obviously doesn't want me here. She's probably gonna take a loss, putting her house back on the market. It's probably going to be a long process to that to even sell the home. And so that's kind of a lose-lose. Like, and then, like I say, once again, who wants to be ran away from their property that they have put their blood, sweat, and tears into and purchased, and you happy with where you stay and you like it, you know what I'm saying? Because of one lady. But now this could be a joint effort. Maybe the lady is speaking for more voices in the neighborhood than is being shown. But she's the only one doing the action, but you never know. But this ain't right. It's not. It definitely doesn't seem to be legal. But like she says, she has to read up on the home owners association bylaws and all the rules and regulations that apply to that. This is a lesson for us all to learn, because honestly, who reads these type of things ahead of time? So this is a good idea that we probably should look into the homeowners associations when you're looking to buy a home, and read that stuff to the T before you get into something that can be used against you. You dig what I'm saying? I believe I'm gonna put her Instagram information up here. I believe she got a GoFundMe or something that people can reach out to. But reach out to her, try to offer some help. Any lawyers or anything like that, I'm sure she could use it, because it costs money to fight this type of stuff. Lawyers are not cheap. Nothing about this is gonna be cheap, but it does seem like she is being done wrong, and they are using these rules to help their racist ways. It's obviously racially motivated. I'm speaking calmly because it's so common to see now that, it's getting to the point where the rage is not even within me or a lot of other people as we respond to this. You know what I'm saying? This type of stuff. It is what it is. Like, we understand you don't like us. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We don't like some of y'all neither. The ones who are like this. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we understand this is not an all white folk problem, but white folk, when are y'all going to start to hold your own folks accountable for this type of stuff? For her to go to 60 some houses in the neighborhood trying to get a feel of if everybody feels the same way about her son or not. You would think out of those 63 houses, it didn't seem like it though, but you would think out of those 63 houses, if there were some good-hearted, decent white folk amongst them, then they would be willing to side with her and help her to fight this injustice that's going on. You would think that. You would think they would be ready to voice their opinions on the situation too, because it's like, or is it just one of them good old boys neighborhoods where that's how they all feel? But maybe the one lady is just the one speaking for the whole crew. We don't know how it go, but pretty much this is one of them cases where y'all always like to say that this stuff doesn't exist, that black folk are just making this stuff up. There's no systematic racism that is allowed. Yes, it is. It's still very much embedded into the system. And this lady is a part of a homeowners association, and she's able to start this much ruckus. It's like she's not even at the front lines to be able to red line and stop black people from buying the homes to get into the neighborhood, but she's able to cause this much ruckus just being a homeowners association head, which she probably named herself as. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But we see this stuff all the time. It's not uncommon. It should be more uncommon, but it just is what it is. This is why we need to be more concerned with building our own. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, it just is what it is. Just some places we're never going to be welcome. In some places, in some people's eyes, it just is what it is. They don't like you. They don't like us, and that's just what it is. But this is a great reason for people around the world that got money or got some access to people's ears or partnerships or whatever to start to come together to build our communities. And white folk, we not mad at y'all for wanting to build your own communities. You want to go and stay and it's all white folks over there, by all means, have at it. Have at it. Black folk, we were better as a people during segregation because we had to stand on our own too. We were used to seeing black doctors, black grocery stores, black hospitals, black everything, gas stations, black, you know what I'm saying, banks. We had these things, and white folks, you couldn't stand that we had that, and you went into those neighborhoods and you burnt them down. But it is what it is. It still don't mean it ain't a great time to do it again, because we need places where we can do business with each other and be welcomed amongst ourselves, because obviously people don't want us around them in their neighborhoods. So it is what it is. It's just an opportunity for us to realize that we can come together and build more of our own. We can get back to, it's going to be a long climb, but we really need to do that, to start to circulate the black dollar amongst each other for longer than it circulates now. Because now the black dollar may touch one other black hand as far as doing business before it leaves our community and goes and touch the other hands, if it touches one other hand at all. So you can see that's problematic, because we have the black dollar. I mean, it makes the world move. There's no secret about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we spend money, but we don't spend it with each other. So when it comes to building our own, it's much harder to do, because that dollar does not circulate. When you look at other races, their dollar stays in their community longer, which gives them the opportunity to build more as a family. You know what I'm saying? The Arabs, there's a lot of Arabs in Michigan, and and their dollar, you can see they have businesses all throughout black neighborhoods taking advantage of the black dollar, and then they take theirs and they go to Dearborn and they circulate it amongst themselves. They do business and spend money with each other. And as you can see, they have built more business and more, you dig what I'm saying? So no matter however you feel about that, it's the blueprint to the way to do it, to build communities. And black folk, we need to get a head start on building ours, because what this young lady is going through is just ridiculous. You dig what I'm saying? So share her information. Everybody comment, go to her page. Let's try to help and see if we can get her some resources outside of what she already has going. But it's your boy P. Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.